So the wind takes us.
Cool. Alright, we all rolling?
Oh god, I'm wearing shorts. Yeah.
Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the Back Post podcast. It's a big one.
Oh my god.
It's a
Are you
shambles
sure
already.
this is going to work?
It's a shambles already.
That was terrible.
Hell no.
That was terrible. Jay was halfway
It
through speaking
sounded
and
it.
you just popped up like, hello! Like, it was like, oh.
Oh, was it? Oh, I thought it was the connection.
Oh, okay, it wasn't lag, Adam's just a twat. I don't know, cool. Right, okay.
Are we all
well, that
still
was
rolling
fun.
there?
Well, yeah, that's the intro
Was-
sorted. Anyway, that's the quirky, fun intro sorted that we have here at the Back Post. Brilliant.
Welcome back.
Hello, guys.
Alright, how are we all doing, boys? We're all together.
Yeah,
We're all together.
we are, and
It's lovely.
it reunited, and it feels really average because I'm in Cumbria, Adam's in Manchester, and Jay's in Birmingham. But hey ho, reunited in the sense of the word.
Reunited.
I'm gonna take the lead off you here for just 1 second, Jay, because
Go on.
for the first time, and let me have this, for the first time in God knows how many months, in the two major games we'll be speaking about, Adam, you don't count, you play Europa, one for you, I can sit here and talk about 2 wins while you guys cannot. And I'm not even saying that to be a dick for once. When was the last time that happened? Tottenham have been fucking shit. And just a little shining light at the moment, just this week, we're not. Yay.
Hopefully just this week.
Well, you say that, but it's Mourinho's time now, isn't it, boys? So what are we doing about it?
Mourinho's at the wheel. Let's go with that then. It was a
No,
really
there's
weird.
none of that on the...
Sorry, it was a really weird week, wasn't it? We did 2 reaction videos to it because we just didn't know what was going on.
It's just the norm now. That's how football works.
Yeah, you're right. It's just kind of normal.
It's weird.
now,
It
but when I
was
saw him in
weird,
that-
but now it's fine. It's like Mourinho. Oh yeah, Tottenham boss.
Yeah. That's when I saw him in that first training video. I was like, that looks so hard. But now it's just, he's just your manager and he's winning
There it
games
is.
for
What's
you.
Mourinho up to? Just over Tottenham over there. Alright, cool. If you wouldn't mind, I would like to just ask. I'm not just trying to rub salt in the wounds. I'd just like to ask one question to Adam.
Cool.
Yeah. If you could take one right now, Solskjaer or Mourinho?
Solskjaer.
It's a good question, though.
You're an idiot. He's an idiot. Let's continue. What about the one that one's one of the most successful managers of all time with 24 major titles to his name, and the other one's Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Here
Does that
he is
sway
now.
your
Look at
opinion
him
in
defending
any way?
Mourinho.
It's happened now, and
It's
that
all-
boat is saved, so I can't think of it like that.
This guy now.
You know what?
Just because he's won 2 games,
Fuck
that
Poch.
don't mean he's
Fuck Poch.
all of a sudden amazing.
Tim gives it.
Did you just say fuck Poch, bro?
Uh.
No. No. Oh my god. I'm clipping that. I'm saving that.
Fuck
This
him.
is-
He's fucked. Fuck, he's done. He's finished. No, I'm kidding. I've actually just named my
we would
car.
never treat you like
Genuinely.
that. Poch.
Oh, they're coming in for Well,
Genuinely, yesterday I've named my car Poch.
really?
Like, I'm not over it. Like,
Oh my god.
right. So we'll start, shall we? And we'll start with the biggest game of them all, which was Chelsea City. So
Yeah.
take it away, Jay.
Cool. So
No offence, Adam.
No. Yeah, so we played City, and it would have been the biggest game. I think the headlines got took by Mourinho, of course. For the first 30 minutes of this game, did you boys watch it, by the way?
No.
I watched the first half.
Okay, so the first 30 minutes, 20 minutes, however, we were really good. And it was like, we could have scored 2 goals. Tomorrow had a really good shot. We were just quite dominant for like, and it was really surprising because you know how City are and they need to bounce back and all that. But City just then grew into the game and finally got we scored first and they got the equaliser, and then they just took it from there. It was I think you said in the chat, Josh, like, are you upset, are you angry? But I'm not even that angry because 1, it's City, 2, we took the game to them, we played really well. Like, there's that stat going around that we had, like, we're the first team to get more possession or something like that in ages under Pep Guardiola, which is great. And I didn't actually
You are
feel
aware that we had
angry.
that conversation in person, right?
When?
Not in person, but we were on chat. We were chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't like a chat. Yeah, it wasn't like an independent thing. Me and you had a full-on conversation about it while playing. While doing
Playing
some
the coolest
high-level gaming.
Yeah. We don't need to talk more about that.
Well, yeah.
But yeah,
we were playing Architecture Simulator. Sorry.
Shut up, bro. I wasn't upset. I wasn't angry. It was quite a good game. We played really well. I think realistically, we could have got a draw with that Tomori shot. That because it looked like such a good place to score. But
you say that, but Raheem Sterling's goal should have stood by if the football gods were just. And beyond that, how did Aguero miss the open goal? So don't come at me with you should have we got a draw bullshit.
I didn't say should have. I said we could have. Realistically, we could have.
Well, theoretically, we could have won the Champions League. Didn't happen. Let's not be throwing this shit about.
Bro, you're at me now. Where all I said is could have. I'm not angry or spiteful about this. It's City. Well done. They won.
No, you're not. But but that's what's annoying me because you've still got this like. I don't know, Adam might back me up on here, but it feels like Chelsea are getting very lucky recently. Like, oh, look at the comeback against Ajax. Little asterisks, both their fucking centre-backs got sent off.
That was
we could have got a draw against City. Oh, they actually missed fucking sitter after sitter. Tonight, you'll probably tell me that because you came back from behind against Valencia, that just because they missed a pen and two sitters, and don't think I didn't see those two sitters from you, Gomez.
Mate, it was free. You missed the last one right at the end.
Ah, brilliant! So it could have been 5. It could have been 5-2 Valencia.
But this is the thing. You're hitting the nail on the head. There's this weird look and morale at Chelsea right now that I'm not gonna fucking disregard. It's amazing. It's great. I love it. You boys would love it.
That's what a team needs sometimes, though, isn't it? Liverpool are getting it at the moment. That's why they're top of the league. Because
it's very true.
That's not why they're top of the league.
I mean, they have won. They've got like a lot of 80+ minutes.
No, they're not.
They've got a lot of 80+ minute
really
goals. They are good. I'm not going to disregard how good they
are. Yeah, but that's not.
Were in this league this season, they'd be second.
I was say, where were you going with that?
Adam, I don't want to totally at you here, but can you please give me the statistical fact, like graph that you have to back that?
I don't need to. Just look at all the goals that have been cancelled that have been given to them.
Who's top? Who's top? Who's top? If VAR's in the league, who's top?
VAR is the true winner.
No, but if VAR in the league, who's taken Liverpool's apparent first place?
Obviously City, innit?
It'd be less.
Well, obviously City, who are fourth.
Third.
What are you talking about? I'm not happy with this. Anyway, fuck it. I'm just not happy. I'm very. Just fuck you.
Is he gone?
But we don't know. We don't have the camera on today. We don't have the camera on. No. Anyway, yeah, fair enough. Chelsea didn't play that badly, but they still got hit with the City train, which is nothing to be ashamed of. But still,
yeah, exactly. And one thing I'd like to comment on briefly as well is the fact that Kante came back. It was the first time he seemed fully fit and playing like the Kante we all know, and that's so good and promising to see. So buzzing. Nothing but smiles from this end, boys. Yeah. Should we move on to
brilliant. Well, we'll see if the smiles come, because if we just check my notes, actually, can we talk about this quickly now, because it is a Chelsea thing.
Go on.
Adam, your club is probably the most commercial club in the entire world.
Yeah.
Agreed. Like in terms of advertisement and like an entire football player got bought for 90 million just pretty much for commercial reasons. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. How glad are you that your club doesn't use emojis in terms of? I watched as Valencia equalise today, and Chelsea tweeted Valencia equalise sad emoji. It was so, I know we're not talking about the Champions League yet, but every single lineup said it. What I've written in my notes, the exact words were Chelsea emojis, gimmicks, fucking shite club. That's my notes.
Listen, it's you're attacking Chelsea here, yeah, but really we need to attack whoever's head of social media at Chelsea, because we've seen the posts.
I don't want to give you too much more editing work to do, but can you please just add some of your fucking lineup graphics into this pod?
It's
You gotta put
Show the world. Show
City
the
one.
world.
The
if
City
you
one.
dare.
Yeah, the City one.
My God. Like,
The City one
honestly,
is terrible.
it's just, I can't even defend it in any way, shape or form. It is so bad.
Can we do our own version of the City one
Oh, that'd be
for the
brilliant.
back first?
I'll do that, don't worry, I'll get that.
Yeah, it's just, I forgot about the City one entirely actually, but just like, oh god, like, don't get me wrong, we'll all be there eventually, but I'm so glad that Tottenham weren't the first and Chelsea are the first Premier League club. At least me and Adam can sit here not supporting clubs on TikTok.
Oh, I don't,
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Like, you're right, it'll happen to everyone, but like you say, it's just, it's peak right now. At least we didn't have Angry Birds on our sleeve. That's the-
Yeah.
That was. I think that was the worst step in the wrong direction out of the rest.
Yeah, I would rather have angry. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, and let's move on.
You have to see that. You have to see that. You don't see the TikTok if you don't want it.
That's fair. Right. I'll go next just because of chronological reasons.
Sure.
United was on Sunday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mourinho's first game away. Tottenham hadn't won away in since 1942, and we rocked up. And just I don't want. I'm just going to try and not disrespect Poch at all. Poch did wonderful things, but we're going to talk about the differences and why the game was good. Okay, quickly.
Yeah. Go on.
Little things. Well, actually, the main little thing is, I don't know why, and it will always be the biggest black mark against Pochettino's name at his time at Tottenham, was that for some reason, he fucking hated Lucas Moura. I don't know why. The man won as a semi-final, but Poch was just like, I'm not having him. You get 10 minutes at the end of the game if you're lucky. Mourinho, who tried to sign Moura for United, who tried to sign him, I think, another time in his career somewhere.
Yeah.
Likes Lucas Moura. And also, doesn't try and play Lucas Moura as like a centre forward behind Kane, or, he's put Lucas Moura on the wing. As I don't know if you're aware, because I'd forgotten, Lucas Moura is a winger.
No, I'm
Right,
pretty
and
sure.
so is Son. And both of them were playing on the wing. Now, very interesting.
It sounds
It's
so basic.
like Mourinho
doesn't
stumbled across something here. I think, there's not really much to say. I'll be talking about the Champions League, obviously. We had a brilliant first half against West Ham. We had a brilliant second half against Olympiacos. Find a way to combine those two. Got yourself a team. He seems to have inspired Dele Alli. He seems to... Yeah, so Dele Alli has... I don't ever believe the hype that Dele Alli had gone anywhere for a year. He's been injured. That's how injuries work. But Dele Alli seems determined. He's been choosing him for his press conferences. He's bringing in him. Apparently, Vertonghen and Alderweireld are open to signing new contracts when previously they weren't. I don't know if you've seen the news, but apparently Kane and Ali have both been round to Poch's house for hours just to chat to him because they're mates. So it's not that bad.
Bless him.
It's sad. It's a sad time what's happened, but it's fine. That everyone's good, and at the end of the day, Tottenham are now back on track.
Yeah,
For now, it's early days.
Very convincing against West Ham. I will give them that.
That's what I was
Until
going
the
to say.
final half an hour, but that's Tottenham West Ham. I don't think there's ever been a convincing game against West Ham.
I think people forgot because of the whole Mourinho thing that's a big game, isn't it, for both of them?
It's a derby, and they hate us, and it's West Ham's derby, not Tottenham's. They hate us. Like, they're 3-0 down, they're going to throw everything at us. And yes, it could have been 3-3 again in a world where Declan Rice's goal isn't offside, but that's West Ham, Tottenham, that happens.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was gonna say,
I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, fair. I was going to say, are you worried about... are you worried that this might be just that new manager syndrome, or do you think Mourinho's here and he's here to do bits?
It depends. It depends what I'm not an idiot. I know that every single club Mourinho walks into, he fills it with sunshines and rainbows until he turns around, slits someone's throat, throws them under a bus, and fucks off and leaves.
The Mourinho
I'm aware
way.
of that. However, from the early signs, it seems like he's taken a year away. He's looked at his time at United, which was a job that he absolutely was desperate for. He wasn't crying out for the Tottenham job 3 years ago. He was crying out for the United job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that. And it didn't work out, and he sat there and he's thought for 11 months. He's looked at Pep, hopefully he's looked at Pep, he's looked at Klopp and gone, my way's not working, but I'm a fucking top manager. Let's do something differently.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight. Everyone said he's
only
gone.
Hope.
Everyone said he's gone. Everyone says he's
a
over.
man.
And he doesn't want that. He doesn't.
He's a man on a mission, and Tottenham can reap the benefits of United sacking him. And possibly United might reap the benefits of sacking Poch, but hey ho, that's the way these things go.
It's football, that's what it is.
It's all it is.
It's football.
Go on.
No, that was really it for West Ham. We played. Annoyingly, I've watched highlights. I've watched extended highlights. I've watched Match of the Day. I haven't actually managed to get to watch them. I've been busy. I haven't managed to watch a Mourinho game yet. I was at work on Saturday. I was busy last night. But the signs are looking positive, and we'll talk more about those positive signs when I discuss the Champions League, because otherwise I'll just keep going on. But because a lot I want to say the Champions League is much the same to this, it's very similar. But yeah. Speaking of the Champions League and Tottenham coming back against Olympiacos, United had a really good comeback against Sheffield, didn't they, Adam?
Take it away, Adam.
Boys. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, it did. Then I thought...
No, you're right there.
I thought, hang on. No, it's not all doom and gloom. We can still come back, as United used to. And then it got worse than that. So...
Oh my god.
Brilliant. Some top analysis. Hey, I'm going to just read you, if that's alright, a really short story about, United. And I'll be honest with you, I've said that too early and it's just buffering a little bit now. I'll come back to me on the story. Adam, sorry, continue.
Yeah, cheers, Josh. I'll carry on now, shall I? No, again, first half, we were slow. I say the same fucking thing every week. It's like a robot.
It's getting a bit like that, isn't it?
Turn up. Nothing else happens. We was missing Pogba, we was missing McTominay, which was a big blow for us. Which it shouldn't be really, but you could see it in the squad because Freddie.
I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot. That how mad it is that McTominay's a blow. How is that?
It shouldn't be a thing, but we went 1-0 down. They was putting the pressure on us. It always sort of looked like it was going to happen in a way, but I always knew we'd sort of come back. But then when we went 2-0 down, it was like, yeah, this is what I was waiting for that.
But let's not forget Sheffield are doing bits.
Yeah, but it's Sheffield.
True.
So, shame on all three of us, I suppose, for letting them get to us. But second half, he made, for the first time, he's actually made the right substitutes. Greenwood.
Did he bring on? I didn't watch it.
Come on, he did. Well, they brought Greenwood on and he scored.
Oh really?
At half time, he brought Phil Jones off, who mesmerises me every single week. Did you see the first goal?
It's something. Yeah, I did. I saw that. Just
so,
mate.
Not only
this is the thing,
getting
though.
Knocked over, it was the line just before that goal happened. So there's Maguire. I can't remember who played. Maguire, Lindelof, and Bissaka, and there was Jones back here like that. Well, there was a line. You'll see it, and then for him to get shoved off the ball like that as a centre half. It's just
atrocious.
And
he must be looking at Chris Smalling like, what the fuck? Did he?
Well, did you see what Smalling
He must be
does?
looking at Chris Smalling. Yeah, he got a goal, and he got 3 goals now or something for Roma.
He got a goal and 2 assists, or 2 goals and assists.
Mate, he must be looking over there and being like, that is so sad.
God knows I was still there because I didn't actually mind Smalling.
He was the better of the two, I'd say.
Yeah, but anyway, we got to.
But after the game, go on.
We was buzzing. Then he brought Zanzibar on, and I thought, no, this is going to do us over this. And what happened? Brought it back, didn't they? So it was just felt deflated. It felt like a loss. It was just absolutely shite, and I don't. And I said to you in the chat at the time, I said I think it's time for him to go now. It pains me to say it. Oh, Jay's gone. But it's gone. It's too much now. I can't deal with it. I love him. I know he loves the club as well. But there's only so much you can take of it, in my eyes. So.
Well, that was a cock up. Don't know what happened there.
Great editing for me.
I think what might be fun is because obviously I lose you both and you two continue. Is keep my video in, but just watch me have a small meltdown and mute me. It'll just be me like in the corner, like fuck's sake. Like,
that would be good. Yeah.
Oh wow, everyone. Oh, everyone has gone, and I'm sure everyone's doing this right now.
Yeah. Sorry about that, everyone.
No, I think so I was just going to quickly read you the story now, if that's all right, just before we move on to the Champions League.
Go on.
Right. So it started a long time ago. This tale on Monday. Not Monday. I already fucked this up. On Sunday. Okay.
Yeah.
Where a young boy called Adam messaged the group, "I've decided Ollie out." To which I said, "Wise." To which Adam said, "I have no words." To which I said, "Who in?" To which Adam says, "Poch, simple as. If not him, I ask. Ajax's manager. Also a good shout. One will go to Bayern and one will go to you." A mere, 40 minutes later, it's back on. "Come on, you fuckers. Ollie in, I ask." "Ollie at the wheel," Adam says. "A roller coaster of emotions," says Jay. 5 minutes later, "Ollie out." Fuck off. Yeah. How can he possibly be smiling? Sheffield got a draw from us all now. This is not good enough. It's time for a change. I'm done defending him and the players. We have no plan, no technique, no style. One word, Lundstrom. And that was my tale.
What a beautiful, beautiful tale, man. And that was Adam's response to that game. That's enough said. That was perfect.
But yeah, so I don't know what you said about that. But I don't know if you want to continue now that we've started part 2, Adam, just on United, then feel free to start your Champions League section.
Go ahead, man. Well, I don't know if Adam's sad or he's gone.
Is Adam sad? Is Adam just? Is that?
I'm just ignoring it.
Okay. Who'd you play tomorrow? Astana.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will talk. A couple debuts, a couple youngsters coming in that have not been in the squad before. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Talk about Champions League.
And then this is where he's going to mentally check out.
And now I'm going to annoy you both as well with what I have to say. So excellent.
Cool.
So would we like to start off with the simple fact that Harry Kane has now scored 20 Champions League goals in 24 games, breaking the record for the quickest amount of games to reach 20 goals, beating out Del Piero's record of 20 goals in 26 games. So he's all right.
He's not too bad, is he?
He's all right. I've got three major points to talk about for our specific game, and that is, first off, is another thing that I was impressed with Mourinho. I mean, it's not ideal that Eric Dyer was shite, but Mourinho, it's football, and he didn't wait till the 60th minute before trying to change it. 29 minutes 2-0 down, he went, fuck it, off your pop Dyer.
Yeah,
And saddens me. I love Eric Dyer. He's great, but that's something that you have not seen. I've not seen in a very long time.
100%.
And the fact that he didn't throw him under the bus as well, like he apologised to him, saying it wasn't a. I mean, I think it was, and I think he was, Mourinho's sugarcoated a bit, but he said it was a team decision. I needed to add another creative player in there, and it was either going to have to be Dyer or Winks that went, and I chose Dyer.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it's fair enough.
It's what you need. I was actually really impressed with that. I did see that. And it's just, like you said,
and also, if it stayed at 2-0, you could sort of be like, what are you doing? But no, we went from 2-0 down to 4-2 up. It worked. I know it's an obvious thing to say, but
no, it's genius if anything, because most football managers would be scared to do something like that. They wouldn't do it. They'd think about the headlines before they think about what happened. Mourinho went,
especially that's what we did. That's what we did against Bayern, and look how much that opened the game up against Bayern and allowed us to for lack of a better word, arse rape. The second thing, I don't know if you've seen it, but the ball boy for the equaliser. What a boy!
Have you
seen this?
No, I've not seen it.
No.
So the ball goes out of play.
So when he throws it to...
Yeah, the ball goes out of play, and because the ball boy just had a ball anyway, he just... the ball has been off the second for the pitch for about a third of a second. And all the, the Olympiacos players have that brief moment of all right, cool, the ball's gone. And then this ball boy just runs on, just fucking launches it at a thingy, and then I think Sissoko or Lucas instantly just ploughs the ball on. No, it couldn't have been Lucas because he got the assist. But and then all the Ajax players, all the Olympiacos players are like, "What the fuck?" And then suddenly we've equalised. And then Mourinho comes over with the ball boy and just goes mental with it.
That's amazing. I mean, there's a quick Mason Mount documentary on YouTube recently, and he was talking about his time being a ball boy at Chelsea. And he goes, I always remember Mourinho coming over to us and just saying, make sure you get that ball on the pitch quick as possible. So you still do it.
That's the proof. That's the proof in the pudding. I mean, that's the difference between Tottenham and Chelsea, isn't it? We celebrate with our ball boys. Chelsea tried to kick them to death.
I just gave you a beautiful analogy, and then you just do that. Yeah, cool. Okay.
I've got something to say about that second goal, that equaliser.
All right.
Do you not think it was a foul?
No, he gets the ball cleanly. He gets a bit tough, but he gets the ball. It could have been good. There wouldn't be any complaints if he got a foul given against us. But at the end of the day, I didn't. With his VAR, everything in VAR's checked.
Look at him on VAR's side,
I'm not on VAR's side. I'm just saying it absolutely would have been checked.
It just feels they're against me at the moment. VAR. So.
Okay. And the only thing I was going to say as well was, who's had a bit of a tough time at Tottenham recently? Serge Aurier, right? He gets a lot of stick. Serge Aurier, not a lot of fans like. He's not very endeared to the fans now. So what does he do? He plays well against West Ham. He plays well against Olympiacos, and he scores a stunning half volley to win the game. It's a beautiful goal, and everyone sat there going, "Hey, you know what, Serge? Maybe things are all right. Maybe this is going to be good." And do you know what Serge then does? Runs up to the home fans, spits at them, and tells them to fuck off. Oh, Serge! Why?
What the fuck? I've not seen that. That's incredible.
Literally.
I've not heard this.
Oh, I'll have to send you a video. It's incredible. He puts his arms out to the fans, and then Harry Winks jumps on his back, and as he jumps on his back, Serge Aurier just goes and spits at the fans, and you can just see him going, "Fuck off!" And it's just like, oh, Serge, what are you doing?
He's mental.
I don't even begrudge him for it. He's been treated like shit by Tottenham fans. I mean, he's given away a lot of penalties, but whatever. But all in all, a good victory, and the most important thing is that we're through to the knockouts,
and things are looking up for Tottenham, man.
That's all you can ask for, really.
And what I will say is, I do want Mourinho to do well in the Tottenham. Like, I really do. I've got no bad things to say about Mourinho and Tottenham. So that's the nicest thing you'll get out of me today.
Just me. I'm the only reason you don't want. Jay, how was your Valencia game?
Yeah, okay. So Valencia literally just happened before we filmed this podcast, and as Josh already alluded to in part one, that we got quite lucky. That's not to say we didn't play well. We did play well, but Valencia missed, I think it was like 3 sitters, and Kepa saved the pen. So really, it could have been like 6-2. And when we're saying sitters, they are incredibly like just the first one was he just doesn't even hit the ball, and the rest of them is just insane. So I can't help but think we're just riding a weird bit of luck at the minute.
Do you know what? I've just thought of this. Do you know who you really remind me of?
Me?
No.
I'd say me or Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Who?
That Liverpool team that almost won the league before the Gerrard's slip.
Yeah.
You're not very good at the back.
Yeah.
Like, at all. You're quite exciting going forward. You're probably not going to win anything, but it's going to be kind of a fun ride with a manager that's,
That's a big shout. But one thing I'd say to counter that is Tomori didn't play today, which I don't know why he didn't, but he's usually a really good centre back for us. And we've still got Rudiger coming in, so hopefully the defensive issues we do have get sorted soon.
You say that, yeah. Tomori is good, but also he's played at the weekend and he's 19, 20?
Yeah.
Let the boy rest. Let him sleep.
Can
Can we actually just talk about the Valencia, the actual Valencia equaliser? Jesus Christ!
It was insane.
It was just like he just went. I am nowhere near in a position to score now, but I'm still going to fuck that into the net.
You know what? Okay.
Oh, okay.
How my hands up, that's amazing, but it looks like a cross to me. I don't think he's meant that. I think it's amazing, but he's not meant it. Also, Kepa, I don't think he would have saved it, but he does retrieve his hands because he thinks it's going above. I don't know if you saw that.
What?
Yeah.
Is that like, I'm confused. Are you defending Kepa or slating him there? Because that sounds like it should be a slate.
Oh, it's a slate. I'm not 100% sure he would have got to it, saved it, but he could at least tried. He kind of went, oh no, it's going over, and then it just soars, pings off the post.
No, I suppose it was a deceiving ball, so
Yeah.
it's not. But me and you were discussing this the other day. How unlikable Kepa is as a person.
We had to talk about this actually earlier on. It's like I can't. He's our keeper now. He's going to be our first choice for a while, but he's so unlikable. He's such a prick for what happened last season, and
he has got something about him though. I do see a bit of young De Gea in him. Like
he can be really good.
He probably will be one of the best.
Yeah. He's got time. He saved the pen, which was actually an incredible save. Just him himself is a bit of a prick in it. I think he can make up for it. He can make up for it, but it's going to take a while. I'm really happy with the save, to be fair, because he's kept us in it. Because with the draw, obviously, if we would have won today, we would have gone through. But with the draw, we still have a chance of progressing. So I'll give him that.
I know it's old news, but it's probably a really good job you lost that semi-final. That Carabao Cup final, because if he had refused to come off, and it had proved the right decision,
You would have.
Sarri, what would have happened there? I know it didn't end well for Sarri anyway, but
I reckon Sarri would have resigned there and then. Kepa would have took up the managerial role.
I reckon Sarri just walks back into the changing room. He's fuming, but he's like celebrating because he's won his first trophy. And it's just Kepa's just sat there with his dick out looking at him like, what?
Just nodding.
Just like, what?
No, but the thing is, it was close as well. It weren't like a slapping of Independent. We were so close. He made like a couple of saves. Would have been mad.
Yeah, but he let that one go under him, don't forget.
Yeah.
Like he did that howler where he completely gets the right way and fucked it. Yeah. Don't you forget about that. Anyway, sorry, let's not talk about 2018's Carabao Cup semi-final right now. That's not...
Little sidetrack. But yeah, no...
let's talk about 2004's Carling Cup.
Okay, great, cool. Imagine like one of us could just say, oh yeah, and then it was this.
He's like, I remember it well.
But I don't have much else to add. We got quite lucky, but we didn't play bad. I just think Valencia played quite bad and we played good. We're still in it. I still think there's a chance because we play Lille next, which we should get 3 points off. It's at home as well. but also then Ajax will play Valencia. Ajax are doing bits, currently winning 1-0 against Lille.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, still a thing, 1-0 against Lille.
What's the sorry, that's not really relevant, but what's the Dortmund score?
It's 2-0 to Barcelona, actually. And also, boys, it's 1-0 to Napoli.
Hey!
So, good news all around.
The shit houses of Napoli are just the only team that beats Liverpool this season.
They're kryptonite.
Like twice, just like, hello.
So that's what's going on right now in the Champions League.
Anyway, so that might not be the case by the time you watch this, but,
Hopefully it stays that way.
Did you see the Madrid PSG game?
I did. I've only saw the
yes,
highlights.
I was actually about to suggest we talk about this.
Go on, take it away.
Well, Adam, you brought it up.
No, I watched the highlights this morning, and did you see the red card incident with?
I did. That's what I want to speak about, because I want to talk about what the right thing to do in that situation is, because
he's a lucky boy.
Do you know about this, Jay? Do we need to quickly run through it?
Yeah, go on, run through it.
So essentially, I can't remember who it is, but one of the PSG players runs through on goal. Kepa absolutely sweeps him out. Like it's a red all day long. It's a goal scoring opportunity. It's a red card penalty.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're going to give a free kick actually originally, aren't they?
Yeah, I've seen
it. But it was in the box definitely.
No, he started sliding outside the box.
He makes contact with him in the box.
I think we take.
We'll agree to disagree on this one. Anyway, it's a red card, but then the ref goes to VAR and they're all like, all right, let's just wait for this to happen. But it turns out, like before the entire break starts, in the battle to win a header in the PSG half, Idrissa Gana Gueye puts two hands on one of the Madrid players, I can't remember who, and pushes him, meaning the entire piece of play is void. And it's a free kick to
He's got
Madrid
so lucky there.
On the other side of the pitch. But you sat there going like, where does the line get drawn?
Yeah. That is because do you send him off but still have the free kick?
Yeah, it's weird. But like, what if, for example, let's go back to what happened with Tottenham. Everton. What happens if it's? I mean, I'm sure if it's dangerous play, the rules change. But what happens if an injury happens in that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you still? Is the game void? What happened? Like,
Yeah. At the end of the day, it still did happen.
Yeah.
It still did.
Okay, what if he slides in recklessly? But yes, because then, so if he breaks a leg in the box, it has to be a foul because it's reckless play.
Yeah.
But then there's no goal benefit there. But what happens if like the goal was to roll into the net? Does he send him off toward the goal and take it back to the free kick? Where does it end?
I don't know, mate. There's so much. That I hope that happens at some point because that'd be insane.
You hope someone's leg gets broken to prove your point,
no,
James.
I didn't mean that. God's sake.
Hopefully Firmino will still be there.
Oh no.
Adam is so angry with Liverpool.
We have to cut out Adam wishing death threats on his bloody chairmans and players. Don't cut it out, leave it in.
One a week.
One a week.
There's his one per week. So you got nothing else to say really about the old Chelsea game?
No, I think just bring on the next game. I'm worried about it. I really want to progress, but we got lucky, so I can't really complain.
I wouldn't mind winning a Europa with Jose, you know. I know we're through now, but I wouldn't have minded. I would have been like, alright, let's go for it.
I hate how much you're going to enjoy this now.
You know, it's just, at the end of the day,
there's nothing you can do but enjoy it, really.
You've got to enjoy it, really, because at the end of the day, even though it's a bit of a B-Tech, like, time has passed and Jose's not the manager he was, you're still saying, if you told me 5 years ago that 24 league title winning Jose Mourinho was going to be leading a team in the Champions League, even don't forget Tottenham have only been in the Champions League for 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. So let's really put this to you. Jose Mourinho, 24 titles winning Jose Mourinho is going to be leading Tottenham out in their new 66,000 seater stadium to a Champions League night. Excuse me?
Okay.
Sorry, what now? What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah,
I'm
like,
just
You wouldn't. No one would have put money on it like 5 years ago. No one.
Okay.
It's mad how much your tone has changed.
It is, isn't it?
Within a week.
It is.
I mean, well, to be fair, and I'm not saying this is in a disrespect to you, Adam, but me and you have just been like making each other miserable with our shit clubs. We haven't even had Jay's positivity. It's just been me and Adam going, "How you doing, Adam? Oh, we're still shit. Yeah,
you.
same."
Yeah,
like, how's Jay doing? He's been a cheery prick somewhere. How's United doing? Shit. How's Tottenham doing? Shit. Like, there wasn't much positivity we had in the past week. And you know what? Now me and Jay can feel each other, and you can, rot.
You just can keep wishing death on Firmino.
Just wish death on.
I did say this last week, coming up to the Sheffield game, but we've got Villa on Sunday, and I'm looking for a respectable win there.
The Villa that just won 2-0 yesterday, yeah?
Only Newcastle.
yeah, I know. The Newcastle that beat us both, right?
3-1 United.
Did I just tear your world down a little bit there? Sorry.
I love it. Absolutely.
Just like did the maths like, fuck. Right.
Who have you got this weekend?
Fuck that. No. Oh god, I do know this. It's oh shit. Jay, who do you have?
Oh, Josh, come on, please. I didn't just check it. We've got West Ham.
All right. Well, we've got Bournemouth.
I've just seen him. In the corner.
Yeah, we've got West Ham.
We've got Bournemouth. Saturday, 3:00 again.
We've
got fucking Tottenham match.
In reality, all three of us have got winnable fixtures. Hopefully next week we're all happy and cheerful.
Well,
imagine.
Bournemouth are shit at the moment as well, so I mean, I shouldn't say that, but Bournemouth have lost like 8 of their last 9 or something silly. So,
mad
that's
times
good.
ahead.
I have 2 more things I'd like to quickly discuss, if that's all right with you two.
That is fine, big man.
Yeah.
The first thing is just on the Champions League thing, is why do we still have the head-to-head rule?
The what?
The head-to-head rule. Oh, don't tell, please. No, don't do this to me. You both know
is it not goal difference first and then?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know.
I have no clue what you're on about.
So in the head-to-head rule, essentially, that's why you could have gone through tonight, because if you're level on points with Ajax, for say, it doesn't matter if you batter Lille 20-0, so your goal difference is mad. It'll take your aggregate score essentially against Ajax, or if they beat you once and drawn, and it'll pit your results directly against the person you're level with to decide who's.
I didn't know that.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, Jay.
Yeah, no, Jay didn't know something football related.
Sorry, that was. But yeah, I just think it's stupid because we have a system that works, and that's why you should be trying to score goals to get your goal difference up, because you can win titles on goal difference, as Adam knows. Like, I just think it's weird. There's a system. Sorry.
As it stands now, what's Chelsea's group stage looking like?
Oh, it's mad, isn't it?
So as it stands right now,
let's say Ajax win tonight.
Yeah.
Which we'll bank on because Lille have not.
Yeah, so they're winning 1-0 now anyway. So right now as it stands, Ajax are on 10 points, we're on 8 points, level with Valencia on 8 points, and Lille are down on 1. But Chelsea and Valencia both have goal differences of 1.
Valencia drew.
But Valencia have now a better head-to-head than you because of that 1-0, right?
So if you both drew, Valencia would go through.
Yeah.
Shit the bed, yeah. I hope that don't happen.
Yeah, but it shouldn't happen because it should be.
On
I mean, obviously the goal difference wouldn't be affected anyway because it would be 2 draws. But it's just weird. It's a weird system.
That is weird.
And I don't like it.
I don't like it even now that you've introduced it to me. Something I never knew about.
Jay's life was just a little bit better 4 minutes ago. And the only other thing that we're going to have a bit of a debate to end the podcast today.
Good fun.
Adam, Leah says hi.
Tell her so.
Yeah, and speaking of Leah, we're now going to talk about if you can truly support 2 football clubs.
Truly, no.
It's funny you should say that because I'm repping good old Ajax at the moment. You know what I mean?
You're repping, but you don't support them.
Well, no, I don't know. I love the way they run. I love the club. I love the fans. I fell in love.
Do you love the club though? Well, last time Ajax accidentally slipped to a 2-0 defeat against AO Den Haag, were you emotionally affected by it?
No, I wasn't. But I do like.
So I'm not
Sheffield
talking about. I'm incredibly fond of Inter Milan. If there's a New York City FC game on, I'll try and catch it because I enjoy them, especially when they had Lampard, Pirlo, and David Villa. If I enjoy. I really like Dortmund. I used to like, but I don't support any of them. I have a invested interest sometimes in them.
Yeah,
but we're talking about people that truly support, for example, in a certain person's case, they fully support Madrid, and they fully support Tottenham, to which both of the results properly affect them.
No, I just
I don't think it can happen. To be fair, I don't see how your heart can go two ways.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it depends. Here's my take on it, because I think in that sort of stasis where, like, don't get me wrong, like where they're two clubs of a similar level in that are doing a similar thing. Tottenham and Madrid obviously are not doing a similar thing, but they can meet, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't. But could I then? So Adam, a club that I assume you support more than Ajax is the club that you captain on a weekly basis.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah. So you support two clubs in that sense, technically.
Yeah.
Or do you not give a shit? Are you just a mercenary?
He's in it for the money.
You've got your contract. You don't give a shit about it. At the end of this podcast, our captain has been released for comments made on social media. Sorry, Adam. So, like, I could support Kendall Town and Tottenham because the chances of them ever being anywhere near each other are so minimal. But does that detract from? I think that does detract because no other club in the world could give me Tottenham v Ajax.
But also my point would be if by some mad coincidence Kendall versus Tottenham happened, you'd be supporting Tottenham over Kendall, wouldn't you? So ultimately you're a Tottenham fan over a Kendall fan.
Yeah.
That's
probably
where I'd go with that.
Would you support? I mean, I suppose your local club's Villa, so it doesn't really count. It's different with small clubs, I guess. Like, I'm not a Kendall fan, but if we drew a fuck-off team, God, I'd be a Kendall fan. I'd be a Glory fan that day.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I'd be repping those mint cakes all the way to the full-time whistle.
Great. No, yeah, I don't think it can happen personally. You've got one tub of Kendall mint cakes. You've got one team, and you can be fond of various other teams. Okay,
so what would you say to? So I say, right. So just as an exercise now, we'll do it with both of you. Hi, I'm Dave.
Not Dave.
And I fully support AC Milan and Sheffield Wednesday. All right, they are my two teams, and I love them dearly.
Okay.
What are you saying to me?
Well, where are you from? Where are you from, Dave?
Why am I wrong?
Where are you from, Dave?
You're wrong.
I'm from. What do you mean? Where am I from? I'm from Romania, a small village in Romania.
Okay, and who did? Okay, and
who do your family support, Dave?
Well, sorry.
Who do your family support?
Oh well, my dad is the reason I support AC Milan. But
he's Italian.
Yeah, maybe. Why not?
No, it's from Sheffield.
And I fell in love with Sheffield Wednesday because I watched their glorious cup run to the 5th round of the FA Cup where they got knocked out by Portsmouth.
Well, Dave, you're a bit of a nonce. You should pick one team.
All right. Okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Should we end it there, boys?
Well, the heart wants what the heart wants. But you know, there we go.
Oh God. What a way to end the podcast. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. This has been a mental one. Tell your dad.
Tell your dad, why not? Fuck it. Tell Dave's dad.
Tell Dave's dad.
Tell your dad.
The AC Milan fan. He's had a great time.